Hello guys, welcome back again. This is a great start to the video. One of my drivers couldn't find load on the way back, so it just cost me €1,300. Oh, that's nice of him. Okay, let's get started and get this done. Switch beacons on. I do like the strobes at the front. Right. Okay. Now at 9th, we'll go for 3rd. So, we've got 7 hours to go. Let's see if there's anything coming out. That's good. Okay, so it's midnight on Saturday. Hopefully deliver by just before 8 AM. Deliver this beast and then move on to the next job. So just get up to cruising speed again. The roads are nice and quiet. That's what I like to see. I really like this truck. It's a 600 brake horse engine in it. It's got plenty of torque and pulling power. It's nice to drive. It's got a nice engine sound as well. So there's not much I can really complain about for this. I realised in my last video there's a lot of squeaking and noises going on in the background you can hear. Basically it's an old computer chair I've got that, well, it's straining under the weight of me, so I'd probably complain and squeak as well. Also the stand that I'm using for my Logitech G27, it was cheaper than a lot of the ones on eBay, and it's a guy that designed it himself and manufactured it himself, and fair play to him that you can have it at different angles if you want, you know, pedals further away and the steering wheel more out towards you. So there's different angles, there's different ways of doing it and things, but essentially there's just one metal bar that runs down the middle, which attaches the board, the wheel and the H-shifter sticks on to the base with the pedals. And unfortunately it's bang in the middle, so when you're putting your foot in the brake you're kind of angling your legs slightly, but it squeaks, as you can hear. So apologies for that, and we're coming off here, too busy talking. This trip's had a lot of coming off motorways, coming back onto them again, and it's nice. There's nice traffic control one. Take both lanes here just to swing this about. And don't take any lampposts out. Yeah, so this trip has been quite a lot of motorway driving and coming off motorways onto other motorways, and however I think this is now us kind of hitting country roads now, and keep going, go on, there we go. So we might see a little bit of different scenery, although it is night time. See how it goes. So yes, the only other noise you will hear is my e-cigarette machine crackling away as well. Oh, we're going left here. Oh no, man, please, please, please. Oh, really? Really? Thanks for that. Thank you. That was my fault, it was in the wrong lane, but thanks. Woofed. I'll just block the entire lanes here. Let's see if there's anyone going to let me out. No, no. You're coming down. No. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Oops. Excellent. Yes, so I stopped smoking year and a half ago, and went from cigarettes onto e-cigarettes, tried various different ones, and had managed to cut myself down to 0 nicotine. However, I was still using the e-cigarette, so it was really still a habit in terms of having something in your mouth and, you know, getting that hit in the back of your throat and things like that, but there was no nicotine in it. Then went to Rhodes in Greece last year and thought, oh, one cigar won't matter. I had a cigar and that was me back on smoking again, so I've again managed to come off them, and I'm back onto the e-cigarettes. So apologies if you hear it crackling away in the background. Oops, steady on. Just realised the speed limit. So yeah, going away to Lanzarote next, well, I was going to say next week, no, it's actually Saturday coming, so I don't know whether I'll have a cigar or not. I had a cigar on night out not long ago, and see, coach driver, coaches, don't bother pulling out for me, thanks. So we'll see. I don't know whether I'll have a cigar, but to say my night out I had a wee while ago, I had one, didn't bother me the next day, had no cravings for it, so, and cigars are different to cigarettes. But anyway, back onto topic. So we're sitting at just under 6 hours and we're back onto the motorway. Although it's more a dual carriageway than a motorway, but you know what I mean. In the UK, a motorway is normally 3 lanes. It can be 2 lanes, but the main artery or arterial routes are 3 lanes. So it's see what I mean by it's as if it's loading scenery, or it's loading something, so we'll get a stutter and that. I've seen some nice motherboard bundles on eBay for not too bad a price, so I'll see if I can save up, maybe do some overtime at work, maybe do it that way and see. I know it's a 40, but really tightens up. It's the only thing I fear about this. As you can see, the tractor itself hangs over both sides of the trailer, so if you'd seen the last episode, you'd be kind of scraping my truck along the, you come on the inside, thank you very much. That's good of you. You just see me scraping the truck along the barrier, because the track on the back of the trailer caught onto the top of the Armco, so it pulled the truck in, which is good. It shows the physics work and everything else. So I don't know if there's any damage. There's no damage to the trailer, so that's good. 2% damage to the truck, that's wear and tear. Let's hopefully we can keep it that way. I'm just going to keep it in 11th gear rather than going into 12th. The rev counter on the Volvo is quite good because you've got the green band and then obviously the red to tell you that you're hitting your rev limit. The green, obviously keep it in that range, and that's, I'm assuming, I'm not a truck driver, but I'm assuming that's the best range for torque, for your pulling, things like that, maybe even economy, as it starts at 10, goes up to 15, just over 15,000, or 1500, sorry. So I'll keep it in that, plus when we're going up hills, it means that the cruise control, the engine's got more range to try and get up, whereas if we go into 12 the revs are going to be lower, which means I'm going to be chopping and changing gear constantly, although this is more a slight hill than anything else. So I'm hoping to progress. I'm hoping to just continue doing my YouTube videos. I've only just started out, so I can't exactly expect big things, but I'm hoping to continue doing this with commentary, with updates, with different things. It's obviously difficult with work, but on my days off and on annual leave and things like that, then I pretty much have a fairly free rein to do my videos and things. So I've noticed the videos I have done, I've done 6 Euro truck and 4 American truck. There's not many views on American truck, which I found quite surprising, but from watching different videos and things like that, it's quite apparent, I would say, from what I've seen anyway, the Euro Truck Sim 2 is better viewed, so to me is maybe more popular. Excuse me. So yeah, and what I did think was of starting a career off for the YouTube channel, and every mile and every stop and everything that's bought is on the video, and I obviously keep my career one going as well, but for my videos I would start off from scratch again. If that's what anybody that's watching this thinks is a good idea, then leave a comment and let me know, or if there's a particular truck you want me to drive constantly, or particular areas, or anything at all, to give me a bit of an idea of what you would like to see. I'd rather do something you like to watch rather than just doing videos where it doesn't really interest you very much. So another coach. Oh, and he pulls out. Okay, it's a dedicated lane, I'll let him off for that one. And Mr. Skoda's just going to go, Zong, coach, what are you doing to me? Really? Coach can't have any, well, it's maybe not got as much power as my truck, but surely it can deal without those kind of hills. So, so I mentioned in a previous video about, let me see, sitting in the outside lane. I know I shouldn't undertake, but hopefully he's going to speed off now, and okay, maybe not, maybe he's just going to sit there. Okay, oh, there we go now. See what I mean? Slows for a while and then just takes, and he's going up a hill, so it's not even as if he's got the excuse going up a hill. That looks like a chassis of a train carriage. So it does. It's nice to see some. It's nice to see a variety of trailers and loads and things like that. So yeah, as I said in my previous video, the SCS had already bought the rights to the Eurocoach Simulator URL, and it would appear that they have a team working on it. They released a video a while ago on, I think it was Facebook, where they had poor guys in the kind of luggage compartment areas of coaches with microphones, obviously recording the sound of the engine noise, etc, etc. So to me that would suggest that they haven't given up on the idea, although it's now been a few years since there was any word on a Eurocoach simulator. I think it would be nice. It's not for everybody, but then again, neither's your truck. It's not everybody's cup of tea, so I would definitely buy it if it came out. be quite good. It'd be similar to this, you know, whether you're just, it's a tour thing where you pick passengers up from point A, take them to point B, or it's a case of picking them up from point A, taking point C or D, but in between you're taking a coastal route or something like that. So there's scope from different things, and there's plenty of different coaches out there for them to model, so there'll be plenty of variety. You could use the Eurotruck map and graphics, etc., as a base for that game as well. Again, we're coming off here. So yeah, there are a few bus games that I would really like to play. However, my PC's just not up to spec for it. I just have to. Oh no, we're going into this one. Oh, you'll see me do that quite a few times. There's just no concentrating or whatever other reason. So yeah, like Bus Simulator 2016, although it looks quite cartoon with its graphics, the gameplay and the theory behind it all is quite good. But again, my PC just wouldn't handle that at all. I tried it and it even came up warning me that the processor just was well below par of what was required. So I've tried OMSI. It's quite in depth with different things. It's quite good, albeit it's, you know, all the buttons and everything's in. Oh, didn't see those traffic lights. Although a lot of the controls are in German and things like that, so there's a few that I'd like to try, but as I say, I'll need to wait for to upgrade my PC for it. So we're now 2 hours and 17 minutes away, and we'll see where we're dropping this off to. Come down in speed. There we go, 11,000 just brought in. Magnus M, or double M as I like to call him. So he's leveled up as well, so that's good. That's covered my loan instalment that'll be due to come out tomorrow. So something else that I would like to get on a wish list is Track IR. It just looks so good. I think it would make the game feel even more realistic for it. However, it is absolutely astronomical in expense for it. So even the Track IR 4, which is the previous model, is just really very expensive. So that'll just need to be on a Santa wish list somewhere. Just be. I'm happy with it, you know, as I say, computer's not top spec. It was many years ago. So right, going straight ahead. So yeah, like this is a bus, appears to be a bus stanchion or a bus stop or whatever you want to call it, and things like that. So it would appear there's options there, and I'm speeding again. As soon as I drop down, it's going to change back up. There we go. Yeah, so I'm pleased that my computer can run Eurotruck Sim and American Truck Sim. So I can't complain. I'm more fortunate than many people out there, so can't be too greedy. So we're now coming up to a roundabout, Oradea. There we go. Now this is another bugbear of mine, roundabouts and AI not being able to actually function round a roundabout. And me not being very good at going round roundabouts, especially with big trailers on. Why is he just stopped? That's just ridiculous. There's no requirement now. He's out into lane 2. Really? No, that was a different one. That was a Golf that went past us there. So, not long now till we... Is a 90 along here? Really? Okay. If you've got Pro mods on your own Euro truck, then you'll know what I mean by varying changes in speed limits, where you can be going along here. See, so we went from 90 to an 80. Get a warning that it's a sharp corner. Don't really see it. And then it'll jump back up, then it'll jump down again, jump back up, and I know that can be in real life, but it's not as if you're going through a town and things like that. And then you've got 110 kilometers an hour speed limit in some roads. So, but Pro mods have done a phenomenal job. They really have, and as well as Map. I don't know who the creator is for Map, if it's Pro mod or not, but hats off to those guys. They really do a phenomenal job. Some of the detail in it is just phenomenal. However, I do have to say some of their choice of parking and unloading bays are something left to be desired. Only because they're tight, and if you're not good at reversing, then it's just a world of pain that you can end up in, doing 30-point turns and still not getting anywhere near it, and that's maybe just me. So you'll notice that I've got the rain set quite low as well for prediction of rain coming. That's partly to do because we're now in May. No, in fact, sorry, it's 1st of June today. Because we're in June, the weather's nice outside, so I like to try and replicate it slightly. It doesn't happen very often, so do that, and when the bad weather starts coming back in, then I'll maybe turn the rain back up again. Easy on, Tiger. Nice Scania. Okay, so it looks like the last 45 mile is going to be roads like this. Although you can't expect anything else to say this is an agricultural stroke forestry kind of vehicle, so it's not exactly as if you would be dropping it off in the middle of a town centre. Nice Volvo. So, and it's nice. Oh, speeding again, David. Okay. Back up to 80. Although on these roads I don't know quite so much. So, and it's 6:30, 25 to 7 in the morning, so it's a nice sunrise. And again, I'm speeding when there's no requirement to. 31 mile away now. Could probably do with filling up, but I'll leave that till after we've dropped off. And down to 70. The speed limits aren't so bad when you actually keep an eye out for them. It's when you're too busy either talking or trying to do something else, and then before you know it you're into a different speed limit altogether. Oh, there's a wee discoverable with the service. That looks like it could be a garage dealership. Wonder if I can discover it from here or if I would need to go round. I think I would need to go round. Are you going to let me discover it? Okay. Take a quick detour. Discover this, as we're not far away. Iveco, not the most attractive vehicles in the world. Those and Reynolds, those are the kind of two I would, if I had to own every single make in this game, then that would Vico and Renault would be my last two choices. So short reverse up here. Try not to hit anybody's car. There we go. Right, okay, so that's a no entry, so I need to, oh, that's 9th gear. So I need to go around, okay. Sure we don't take out any, so there we go, just taking out a signpost. Somebody having a rest next to the giant sunflowers. Nigarelli. There's a few stopped here, but it's not a. What are you doing? You just talking? I don't know. Right, so we're coming back out again. There's a giant mass behind us. Don't change, don't change. Thank you. Okay, drop off points just coming up. There's another giant mast. There must be really good mobile phone signals in this area. All these masts. So here we go. Cluj-Napoca. Sorry if I've just insulted somebody's town or village there. Or Cluj. Let's just call it Cluj. It's a good Scottish word. A term called cludgy, which basically means toilet. So there you go, there's a fun fact for today. Not that I'm saying that this place resembles that, I'm just saying the name. Right, I'm going in the left here. It's a big X as would indicate that I can't go any further. Right. Okay. See how much space we've got to reverse this thing. Only thing about those pants. Swing it back. That'll do me nicely. Right. Disconnecting trailer. Excellent. 1800 kilometers. 802 litres of fuel, and that's us up to another 1700, no, 800, sorry, 800 experience, and that will be us. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up or leave a comment, and we shall see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye guys.